gets the ball for Washington in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, the guy they call Strauss is on right now. This guy's living out of San Diego State University. Won a World Series championship with the Washington Nationals. Might have the best overall package of pitches in baseball. Really good fastball, good changeup, good curveball, and also a good hard slider. 4 pitches, he'll throw any at any time for strikes. One of the top pitchers in the game, Steven Strasburg.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And it's fouled away. Bounce down the third baseline. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Thomas has it for route number 1. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. He's set. Here it comes. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Odor, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That's popped up. Keyboom camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
That is cool.
And digging into Joey Gallo will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope, outside.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0.
Whoa, that's down.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, himself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Pulled toward right center field. Soto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Yanks leave 1, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Into the box, Lane Thomas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 12.
Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike.
Now playing left. Number 13. Joey.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Good battle. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate now, number 3. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So next to bat will be Juan Soto. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
That's a ball.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Josh Bell would be next. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away from the stretch. Hit sharply on the ground. Torres brings it in. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around. Now it'll be Aaron Hicks. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on its way. Fouled away.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And the flip to a hustling Strasburg covering at the bag for the out. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Pitch of the AB now. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
You won't see a guy fooled any more than he was there, as on 3 pitches he becomes out number 2. Now at the plate here is Gary Sanchez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on the way. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Striding in is Yadier Hernandez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Into the windup and the pitch.
Ball inside.
And he's able to stay alive here as the foul's tipped right off the catcher's grill. And that'll ring in the ears a bit. 2-2 one more time. Sliders in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
He takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Striding in now for the Nats, Cable Ruiz. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he fouls this one off. Hernandez on at first, nobody out. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees.
Still 1-2. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
1-1.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Carter Kieboom digs in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in, wherever he wants to.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1 left for Washington, who move to the 3rd with no score. So here is Gio Urshela as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land untouched. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Urshela is retired, and there's 1 away. Next up, Luis Severino. First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. So the next to bat will be Rougned Odor. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to 3rd, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Heading out towards shallow right. Number 3 ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Sanchez finds it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Lane Thomas now struck out in his first at-bat. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Hit weakly on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 3.
Next up is number 3. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Hard on the ground towards short. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reset and the pitch. Anthony Rizzo is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Rizzo, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2.
High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Stepping in once again is Aaron Judge. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
1-0.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1 pitch.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Juan Soto.
Count 1-0.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Ball 2.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Lifted the other way to left center. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. Josh Bell then is to hit. 1-0 the count. On the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, he started the offensive production with the bang.
Number 63 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 63.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run will score as the Nats are off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn.
Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Luis Garcia comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And Rizzo won't get through this one. It's a fair ball. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Hero. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit or vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
On to Rizzo, and it's a double. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth. And now, Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Three and 0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this fifth inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
High in the air down the right field line. Soto is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. No one on with 1 down, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
I think a big reason why
nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. One there. Relay to Bell. The double play. And that's how the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Steven Strasburg will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fouled away. The 0-2 home. Swing and a liner. And that's out number 1. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Lane Thomas. He bounced out last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Hicks is under it. 2 down. Next to stand in is number 3. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Torres is under. That'll bring in Giovanni. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Behind 0-2 now. 2-strike pitch from Strasburg. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards catch.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up into this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Kyle Higashioka will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 66, Kyle Higashioka.
First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Urshela aboard here at first with nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And this one's in the dirt.
Hey.
3-2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Thomas has it for route number one. Here's Odor now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And, Ben, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound. But it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
No, inside. Helpful.
Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Now the payoff pitch home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Gone! Odor connects for a 2-run home run. As the Yankees have tied things up, it's 2-2.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 2-0 now.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. From the belt, the pitch, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Runner at first here with one away in a 2-2 ball game. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Swing and a shot toward right center, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. The run scores from second. It's a 3-2 ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now the National skipper is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Paulo Espino, 5'10" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Here's Joey Gallo now. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So now here is Aaron Hicks as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Gleyber Torres would be next. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 3 runs already home here. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. It's back to the nation's capital after this. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi. Darren O'Day enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Here now is Juan Soto. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set with the 0-1.
No, that's low. One.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Well, we've seen some real backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Here comes the 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Yadiel Hernandez.
Ball one,
As he'll
no
take a
strike.
look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Hicks will reach out with one hand to make. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gleyber Torres. It was a walk in his last trip. Now here it comes.
That's a ball. I got one ball, one strike.
The 1-1 home. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now the 3-2 pitch down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now to bat, Gary Sanchez. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Ball two.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for
Count
a
is
ball.
2-1.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. To short, reined in. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Good job right there. I know that play was super close. I like him taking the extra step in that situation. Making sure he had a great handle, deliver a strong, accurate throw, gathered himself nice.
Gio Urshela is in with two away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Two and one after the foul ball there. Lifted into center field. Thomas makes the catch, and the inning is over. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
Number 2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes again, 1-2. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here now the 2-2. Hits the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
When he finds his spot there, 1-1. 1-2 now.
Count is 1-2.
Now the pitch. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with another 2-2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
First pitch on the way. Carter Kieboom comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
1-1.
Garcia stands at first with one out. 2 balls and a strike.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Number 88. Come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Runner on first with 2 away. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the stretch.
Nope.
Did get the call there. You can't let that body. You just have to say, so what? And make another good pitch.
This pitch is popped up. Odor into foul territory. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. Could score all the way from first.
Fouled off. Once again a 3-2. And another foul ball. Chad Green takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 57.
Another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Nationals lead 1. Still a 3-2 ball game. Ryan Harper has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Pitcher for the Yankees, Chad Green, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Slow roller down the third baseline. Foul. The 1-1. Right side, but it's well fouled. Here comes the 1-2. It's an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Now a swinging bunt. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Rougned Odor will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. A 1 pitch on its way. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
And it's another kick. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief out. At the plate now is Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. And it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead.
And this is big right here. It's one thing to be winning late in the game, but going up by 2 runs makes a huge difference. Now their bullpen doesn't have to be perfect, just good. Takes a lot of pressure off, especially when you're on the road.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hernandez is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 4-2 New York.
Me vengo a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar.
Here's the first pitch.
The center fielder.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's the first out.
The batter, number 3.
So stepping in is number 3. Flew out last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Juan Soto stands in as he looks at a called strike. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier, making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
That's
Good hard splitter, but it misses 2 and 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Full count now. 3 and 2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Gallo is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Bell, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th inning. If this guy comes in and does his job, they hand it over to that beast in the 9th.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More coming up from Nationals Park in just a moment. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Joey Gallo. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball, but didn't get the call. Aaron Hicks will be next. The 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. As a look, now the pitch. Down the first baseline. Bell picks it up to second for 1. Over to Bell for the double play.
Now back the second base.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. The pitch. And that misses 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Gary Sanchez would be next. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together. Digging in will be Yadiel Hernandez. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day.
Aroldis Chapman comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 54.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Chapman's ready. Here's the 2-1. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Gallo is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Up next for Washington,
So next to hit is Cable Ruiz. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1
Now,
strike.
this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up, and looks the part.
So now into the box is Luis Garcia. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. 1-0 the count. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Sinker misses, ball 4. Ryan Zimmerman will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Yes, the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Garcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Into the corner and slicing foul. Last strike now for the Nats. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
4-2 the final score tonight. So the Bronx Bombers rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Number 63 is credited with the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.